Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to our Morrowind playthrough. Last time we became very good friends with a Nazi and spent the entire time working with her and just closening our bond. Now, we need to talk to Caius Sades about the orders that we need to receive now that we have a bit of a cover story. We have a friend in Vardenfell, in Pelegaiad, and we also went to an egg mine. So I think that's enough cover story for us. There's a young orc man blocking my way, so I'm going to jump in front of him. And of course he moves at the last second. But we're going to go to the Corner Club, and we're going to... Well, actually, we're just going to go to Caius's. We've already found where he's at, so... Are you here to discuss your orders, Onyx, or is there something else you want? Ready for orders? Good. Go talk to Hasphat Antabolis at the Balmora Fighters Guild. Ask him what he knows about the Nerevarine secret cult, and the Sixth House secret cult. You'll have to do him a favor first. Probably an ugly favor, but do it. Then get the information from Antabolis and report back to me. By the way, Hasphat is a student of Morrowind history. Take the chance to get a little education, and I have a few history books in here. Help yourself. You're welcome to them. No point in being part of history if you're too ignorant to understand it. Fair enough. You said you have a few books in here? I only see one. By... Oh, that's trapped. Well... Yeah, I guess it's probably the one that you mean. Alright, so I'll read this real quick. It's pretty quick. It's called The War of the First Council. This account by the Imperial scholar Agrippa Fundilius is based on various Imperial and Dunmer sources, and written for Western readers. The War of the First Council was a First-Age religious conflict between the secular Dunmer houses, Dwemer and Dagoth. So the Dwemer were a Dunmer house. Okay. And the Orthodox Dunmer houses Indoril, Redoran, Dress, Lalu, and Tilvani. The First Council was the first pan-Dunmer governing body, which collapsed over disputes about sorceries and enchantments, practiced by the Dwemer and declared profane by the other houses. The secular houses, less numerous but politically and magically more advanced, and aided by Nord and Orc clans, drawn by promise of land and booty, initially campaigned with great success in the north of Morrowind, and occupied much of the land now comprising Redoran, Vardenfell, and Tilvani district. The Orthodox houses, widely dispersed and poorly organized, suffered defeat after defeat until Nerevar was made general of all house troops and levies. Nerevar secured the aid of nomad barbarian tribesmen, and contrived to force a major battle at the secular stronghold of Red Mountain on Vardenfell. The secular forces were outmaneuvered and defeated with the help of Ashlander scouts, and the survivors forced to take refuge in the Dwemer stronghold at Red Mountain. After a brief siege, treason permitted Nerevar and his troops to enter the stronghold, where the secular leaders were slain and Nerevar mortally wounded. General slaughter followed, and houses Dwemer and Dagoth were exterminated. Nerevar died shortly thereafter of his wounds. 3 of Nerevar's associates among the Orthodox houses, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sothasil, succeeded to control of the recreated First Council, renamed the Grand Council of Morrowind, and went on to become the God Kings and immortal rulers of Morrowind known as the Tribunal, or Almsivi. Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivek. Well, quite a few missing details there, sir, so I may have learned a little bit, but not quite enough to tell the whole story. I feel like the Imperials certainly have a certain version of the story that they want to tell. Also, I apologize if my voice sounds a little weird. I'm a little sniffly. So a little bit about me. One of my day jobs is during the week is taking care of wildlife habitat, so I have to prune and mow, and I do that every week. And I had run out of allergy medication right before I had to go to work, and I didn't have time to get any.
Speak, traveler.
So I apologize for any sniffling, and I'll try to keep it to a minimum and cut it out if I possibly can. But that's why my voice sounds how it does, and yada yada. So, doing my best. Hello. Good day, Onyx. So you're with Caius, eh? And Caius wants information? Of course. There's a this for that involved. I require a favor first, and then I'll tell you what you want to know. What favor do you want? There are Dwemer ruins nearby called Arkingthand. I need you to run over there and find me a little cube with a circular design and some symbols on one side. It's called the Dwemer Puzzle Box. Bring me back the Dwemer Puzzle Box and I'll teach you what you want to know. The little cube I'm looking for is about the size of a fist, maybe a little bigger. It will be made of a coppery metal, with a circular design and symbols on one side, and some lined marks on the other sides. That's all I want, that little cube. Okay, well, it's kind of weird, but alright, I'll go find it for you. I actually have to kind of pretend and hide my excitement a little bit because I love the Dwemer, so, you know, I'm excited to go in there. I always am, every playthrough. It's just awesome. Tell me about Arkingthand. The old Dwemer ruins at Arkingthand are extensive on the surface and underground. Head south out of town past the Siltstrider port, then cross bridges east over the Odai River. At the signpost, head north towards Caldera. Immediately on the right, see a signpost for Molegmar. Turn right and head uphill on an old road to cross an ancient Dwemer bridge over Foyada Mamia. The entrance to Arkingthand is on the east side of the Foyada, south of the bridge. Turn a crank on a pipe nearby to open the doors. And, you know, sometimes I look at this and I understand why people get confused by Morrowind's directions. Foyada. Foyada means fire river in the native Ashlander language. The deep, ash-dark ravines which run down from the Red Mountain volcano are called Foyada. The lava from Red Mountain is very fluid, and it runs almost like water, and during an eruption, fire rivers run down the mountain, clearing the ravines of vegetation. Because they have good footing, are clear of brush, and run long distances, the natives use them like roads. Okay. Well, let me ask you a little bit about Morrowind history, because my boss told me to, you know, ask you if I was interested, and I am. I won't bore you blathering about history, that's what Caius is for, but if you're really interested, try On Morrowind, the Imperial Province, by Aramonwe of Sunhold. I have an extra copy you can have. What an adventurer like you really needs is a sense of current events. Who hates who, where's trouble brewing, and that's where opportunity lies for an outlander like you. Okay, so ask him about current events. The great houses hate each other. Theft, murder, assassination, secret raids, standard stuff. The temple is trying to kill off a rebellious faction called the Dissident Priests. Ashlander nomads raid each other, attack traders and pilgrims. A secret cult is killing off Imperial citizens. All bad enough. The real problem, though, is the Blight. Monsters and diseases. The natives say it comes from Red Mountain. It's been a local problem for years, but lately it's gotten badly out of control. I will sit here for a second. How much is that silvery staff worth? I wish they were worth anything. I wish you could actually use them like staves like they are in Oblivion, because in this game you just whack things with your staff. Like you imagine being a mage, you would grab a staff and use it to cast spells or something. On Morrowind, let's read it. An Imperial Province. Well, not quite. Not quite. I don't think it ever is quite an Imperial Province, but anyway. After the conquest of Hammerfell, Imperial legions massed along the northeastern borders of Cyrodiil, and invasion fleets prepared in Skyrim. Initially, though the Imperial legions and navy were widely considered undefeatable, House Indoril and the Temple hierarchy proposed to resist to the death. Redoran and Dress stood by Indoril, with Telvanni remaining neutral. Lalu proposed accommodation. Contrived border incidents in Black Marsh ended inconclusively, but the swampy terrain did not favor Legion and Navy coordination. Against the legions massed west of Silgrad Tower and Kragenmoor, and the legions west of Blacklight and Cormorus View, Morrowind had pitifully small militias stiffened by small companies of Redoran mercenaries and elite units of House nobles, and Temple ordinators and armigers. Further complicating matters was the refusal of Indoril, Dres, Lalu, and Telvanni to garrison the western borders. Indoril and Dres proposed, rather than defend the western border, instead to withdraw to the interior and fight a guerrilla war. With Lalu advocating accommodation and Telvanni remaining neutral, Redoran therefore faced the prospect of standing alone against the Empire. The situation changed radically when Vivek appeared in person in Vivek City to announce his negotiation of a treaty with Emperor Tiber Septim, reorganizing Morrowind as a province of the Empire, but guaranteeing all rights of faith and self-government. A shocked temple hierarchy, which apparently had not been consulted, greeted the announcement with awkward silence. Indoril swore they would resist to the death, with loyal support of Dres, while Redoran, grateful for a graceful excuse to avoid facing the legions unsupported, joined with Lalu in welcoming the agreement. That's ironic. Telvanni, seeing which way the wind blew, joined with Lalu and Redoran in supporting the treaty, because they just didn't want their mushroom towers to be messed with. Nothing is known of the circumstances of the personal meeting between Septim and Vivek, or where it took place, or the preliminaries which must have preceded the treaty. The public reason was to protect the identities of the agents involved. In the West, speculation has centered around the role of Zurin Arctis in brokering the agreement. In the East, rumors suggest that Vivek offered Numidium to aid in the conquest of the Altmer and Somerset Isle, in return for significant concessions to preserve self-rule, house traditions, and religious practices in Morrowind. The Lord High Counselor of the Grand Council in Indoril refused to accept the treaty and refused to step down. He was assassinated and replaced by a Lalu. House Lalu took the opportunity to settle some old scores with House Indoril, and a number of local councils changed hands in bloody coups. More blood was shed in these inter-house struggles than against the Imperial legions during Morrowind's transition from an independent nation to a province of the Empire. The generals of the legions had dreaded an invasion of Morrowind. The Dunmer were widely regarded as the most dreadful and fanatic foes, further inspired by their temple and clan traditions. The generals had not grasped the political weaknesses of Morrowind, which Emperor Tiber Septim recognized and exploited. At the same time, given the tragic depopulation and destruction experienced by the other provinces conquered by Septim, and the swift and efficient assimilation of Morrowind into the imperial legal systems and economy, with relatively small impact on lower or upper classes of Morrowind citizens, the tribunal also deserves some credit for recognizing the hopelessness of Morrowind's defense and the chance of gaining important concessions as the treaty table by being the first to offer peace. That is quite the run-on sentence. I apologize, but that's how it's written. By contrast, many Indoril nobles chose to commit suicide rather than submit to the Empire, with the result that the house was significantly weakened during the period of transition, guaranteeing that they would lose much of their influence and power to House Lalu, whose influence and power was waxing with its enthusiastic accommodation with the Empire. The temple hierarchy more skillfully managed their loss of face, remaining aloof from political struggles, and earning the goodwill of the people by concentrating on their economic, educational, and spiritual welfare. Okay, what a read. There's a lot of pieces missing there, but we'll fill them over time, so thank you for the book. Geez, I really apologize about my allergy voice. It's been hours since I was out at the habitat, and it seems like it's just now getting to be worse. I don't know really how, but I am in the same room as the gear I went out there with, so that could potentially be a part of it. But either way, what a time to read an in-game book whenever I am, you know, having allergies. Fun times. We're going to go on our adventure, and we're going to go find the Dwemer puzzle box at Arkingthand, which is that visible Dwemer stronghold on the horizon over there. It's really pretty far away, but it looks so cool and foreboding just to know that we're going to go in there. You know, there's lots of joke about how Todd Howard, and regardless of how you feel about him, we had an iconic moment where he pointed to a mountain in Skyrim and said, "You see that mountain out there? You can go there." And everyone lost their shit. But I think if Morrowind had extended graphics before, people would have been used to that, because yes, I see it, yes, I can go to it. And that's part of the magic of Morrowind, I think, is because when I was a kid, the only games I had played were Halo and Time Splitters and Pro BMX 2, stuff like that. And of course I never dreamed of a video game in which you could spend hours and hours traveling and you know, kind of forming your own story rather than playing one that was linear and pre-decided. So it's very interesting stuff. Okay, so that's strange. We look off to the side. He's not really supposed to be in our view, so that cliff racer's not flapping his wings. But you see Arkingthand up there, and over there is a man that we call Snowy Granius. Now, you may wonder why I had to save right before this, and why I'm checking all of my stuff, is because this fight can be difficult. We are level 3, so it may not be as hard, because most people do this at level 1. But let's see, do we have anything to repair? We do. Alright, repairing is kind of an annoying sound, so I'm gonna do that, and then I will come back to you guys. Okay, well, we repaired everything we could, and we used up all of our repairing tools, so next time we go into town we're gonna have to buy more. But oh boy, this is gonna be probably a little difficult, but at least we get to use our crossbow for the first time, and we have a decent amount of range with which to do so. So I'm going to look and see. We can summon a scamp, and I can fortify my short blade whenever I feel like it, and then swap to my main weapon while that's usable for 30 seconds. So if it gets close, how long does this summon him for? A minute? So let's get him a little closer. Alright, that's one hit. Oh, it downed him. Alright, that's one more hit. I'm gonna let the scamp finish the job. Okay. Alright, so he summoned his skeletal warrior. We could just watch them fight. Oh, wow. Kill him, Scampy. Wow, you did it! And I wasted a bolt. Well, that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm keeping this belt forever. Wow. Why have I never used one of these before? It's very helpful. Alright, you creepy little monster. Okay. Whoa, he's dancing. None of that is useful. But this is pretty cool. Okay. Well, I had to take a second and do some stuff. Whoa, okay. So here's a cliff racer. I've gotta love them. I get used to them. They're everywhere. No plumes. Okay. So we are moving up into Arkingthand. Turn the crank. Oh, spooky. Here we are. Okay, there's a lot of torches. How many torches do we have already? We have 4, and they weigh... Ugh, they weigh 3 each. Alright, we'll take a couple more. But for this first part at least, we're going to want no torch on. After this part, we can use torches. Well, it's not my fault you're choosing to run into a pole. Let me get a headshot for the last one. Come on. There we go. But he's not the only one down here. No, for a fact, there's one more. So let's get his attention. Oh, he sees us already. Okay. Hey, that was a good shot if I do say so myself. You boys and your poles. Don't worry, I will never say that again if I think about it. Nice. My short blade is now at 52. I didn't even use my best attack, but that's fine. This is 3 for 20. That's not bad. It almost fits our specifications for looting. And now we can check this guy's body. Okay, we're gonna do it in this direction first. Something you may notice if you're a Pokemon fan is it says Weeping Bell. This is one of 3 locations in the games where it actually says Weeping Bell, or a Pokemon's name. So we're gonna skip on that one, go to this one. Now be prepared, we're gonna fight a lot of people in here. There's a lot of cool gear as well. A lot of it that's illegal and we're not supposed to be selling, but we're going to anyway. Or actually, you know what? Oh my god. Come on.
I have you.
You don't, though. Oh, maybe you do. Maybe you do. More, come on. Oh my god. How close was that? Here, let's use our healing ring. As much as we can. Doesn't do much, but it's a good start. Yes. Alright. Don't need anything from her. Certainly not carrying these cogs around. One of those mugs might be cool. Just to have. Those are very cool, but again, like, we don't need to carry all this stuff. Hey, we got some repair. Let's do this. Wow, not a single try worked. How unfortunate. But I do have to heal, so... $20 for 5, 7 for 13, 10 for 5. Okay, she is not the only enemy in here, not by far. So, be prepared to fight a bunch of people. Indeed.
You should have picked an easier opponent.
I could tell you the same thing, Mr. Nord.
How does it feel to know death is near?
I don't know. Suppose I could have asked you the same. Who's handing out steel daggers in this place? It seems like everyone gets them as a freebie. Okay. Nothing in those directions. That's blocked off by rocks. So it looks like our next location is here.
Match me.
She looks happy enough about it. What does she have? She has some kind of short blade that's interesting.
Ow!
Imagine dying and just saying, ow! She has, oh, she has an iron tonto. Okay. More rubble. Long hallway. And this side, which leads to something new. Heaven's Gallery. Alright, come over here. I dare you. I love how these robbers are just like, they're just like relic hunters, I guess, and they don't want to share their findings. Look at his stupid face. Games like this didn't really used to explain things super well, and or at all, as to why like those egg poachers attacked us for no reason, and these guys seem to be attacking us for no reason. But my personal headcanon is that they're all here looking for relics and they don't want to share with anybody. Oh hey, look what we still have. Let's see if that just one can kill him. Yep. Wow. Urbran Kerbotha. What a sad way to go. What a sad way to go. Alright. No one else is in here. Okay. Wow, we're doing very well, I'd say. It's not like we're on some crazy difficulty level, but I just want to say that I think we are doing a good job. I don't think there's anything wrong with a little bit of self-congratulation every now and then. First try. And each of those swimmer coins is worth a good amount. Normally, I would just hoard them because I love the Dwemer stuff, so usually I take every item, stack it at my feet or at a doorway, and grab some more, stack it at the same doorway, grab it all, teleport out. But like I mentioned in my very first video for this playthrough, over the time, you know, my types of playthroughs with this game, I've been playing this game now since 2002, so just about 20 years I've been playing this game. And, you know, it's changed over time how I choose to do things. Right. Ooh, we got it. That was a high level lock, too. Okay, hold on. Alright. This is a dwarven spider. It may not be recognizable to people who are new to Elder Scrolls, but this is what they looked like. They had like a weird semi-fleshy sack on their heads. Deep Ore Passage. We will save that for now. Trapped, trapped. They're both trapped. May as well work on... I can kind of see through there. See the lava? And the sphere's right at the door. Okay, so they're both untrapped now. So I just need to prepare for battle. Oh my god, there's a Centurion Sphere. Give me my crossbow. Those things are... if they touch you, man, they're rough. Oh god. Okay, alright, alright. We'll be okay here. I'm actually kind of worried. Yeah, that's why. Oh my gosh. It never ends. And this is why on my hardcore series, we decided not to come down here. Okay. Alright, those guys are dead. We can continue on. Alright. We clear in this room? I thought so. Ooh, there's a chest. It's lock level 40. Do we have Ondusi's unhinging for that? Heck yeah, we do. Okay. We'll use one of those. Perfect. A dwarven helm. That's worth a hefty sum. That's only 5 pounds. Checked already. Okay. Well, this is a bit of a dilemma here. We do need health, but we only have 1, 6, 7. We have 8 health potions, so I'm wondering if we should wait. Has my healing ring gotten back a little bit? Okay. Alright, over time it'll recharge, so. Although it is pretty spooky to move through here. It's been a long time, like if, oh, there's a specter, okay. Alright, so we are going to use our belt for sure. We need some help. Come on, Scamp, I need your assistance. And, what other scrolls do I have? Command humanoid, command creature. Well, that's not going to do anything, but I do have Viper stars. Those dwarven specters you can only harm with magic. So, I have to hit him with a magical weapon. Yes, there we go. He's dead. You can imagine my, thank you, Scampy. You can imagine my, frustration the first few times I ever came down here as a kid, because you can't do anything about it. Whenever you're fighting those guys, if you don't have any kind of magical weapons, so... Oh, there's another one. Oh my god, I just took a direct hit because I thought I could back up in time. Well, now I gotta hold this down and wait for my Scamp to die. Okay. What the? He's reflecting my magic back at me. Oof. And potion. I'm poisoned. I threw a poison Viper Star at him and he reflected it back. How messed up is that? Sorry, I had to resituate. This is getting hardcore now. Demon Tonto, Summon Bound Dagger. Alright, come at me. Yeah, boy. Get out of here. I meant it when I said that it gets kind of scary. This Daedric Dagger, though, is very helpful. Hopefully, later in the game we find a real Daedric Dagger. But for now... Ooh, this is an ancient Dwemer door key. Oh, yes. We can repair some more. And we found another Dwemer helm. And Dwemer boots. They're... yeah, they're worth picking up and selling. The arrows are also worth selling. I would say that the iron longsword absolutely not worth carrying around with us. And in a short amount of time, I'm going to lose this dagger I'm holding because it's just a summoned dagger. There's a lot of directions we can go. I gotta be prepared for battle either way. Alright, here's our Demon Tonto. Did I run in a circle? I did. Okay, I ran in a circle. So that's all that's down here. Wait, did I see a doorway? Yeah, that was just an incel doorway. IN-CELL. Not a... Yeah. Realize I have to make that distinction now. How time changes things, is that right? So we're gonna go to the Deep Ore Passage. Most people, when they do this dungeon, I would assume most people just kind of do, you know, the parts that they have to do and then leave. But now that I know, like, everything that's here, I like to do it all. And this bound dagger is working wonders for me. So, ooh, a ruby. Something tells me we're not going to have enough room to carry most of this stuff, but that's okay with me. I know up there an enemy spawns, and I think there's also a chest, but whoa. Well, he's got to get back down before I can attack him. Come here, spider. I know there's one up there and there's a chest up there, but there's absolutely no way we can reach it right now because we have a levitation potion, but we need to save it. Oh man, this looks like it might be the first episode that we'll have to pause our adventure. Oh no, that's the worst time. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, die, please. Oh goodness. That was scary. But yeah, it looks like this may be the first adventure that we have to pause and continue on the next one. I'm trying to move quickly, but this is a big dungeon, so there's lots to do. I don't think a chance going down there. I don't think there's anything down there anyway. I do, however, know that there's some stuff up there, but there's also another location we need levitation for, so I guess we'll just have to do without it. So that's okay. We can certainly find just as valuable stuff in other locations, so I bid you adieu, secret area that I wish I could go to right now. So we're gonna go back to the main area and I'll be ready for anything that comes our way. Okay, we are back to the previous area that we needed to be in, and I realized we hadn't been using a torch, which would help my eyes a lot. So this part's a little dangerous. Jump. Okay. Oh, no, 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 I glitched. Okay. Alright, now, normally, you would wait until your acrobatics is high enough, and then sometimes you could jump across there, but in the spirit of making sure we do things here and getting the best out of what we can get, we are going to just go ahead and use the standard Rising Force potion. And there's an enemy that we're going to avoid because he has a big old hammer or axe, I can't remember. I think it's a big old wooden hammer. But this is the big old telescope area. Oh, it's steel. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad I got out of that. Okay. There is a Dwemer coherer. That's 40 pounds that we cannot carry, although it would be cool. Maybe we can. Let me see what we got. We're going to leave this scrap metal here because we don't need that. Still only freeze 20 pounds. 9 pounds. Actually, that's 12 pounds. Nah, it's not worth it. But it's here if we need one later, so we know it's still here. We just need to bring levitation to get it if we do need it in the long run. But this is actually the telescope that looks out that we noticed while we were traveling a while back. I guess I used the last of my Viper stars too. Come on. They don't do that much. Guess I won't worry too much about these being gone and wasted because they're not doing anything at all. But I'm glad I'm up here. The only problem is making it back now that I no longer have levitate. I just don't want to go down there with that guy because he would definitely cleave me. Alright, now I gotta jump down. Oh, okay. Yeah, that thing can do up to 32 damage with one hit. He could kill us in 2 hits. If he got lucky, so. Yeah, didn't want to chance that. I guess all I really went in there for was the Dwemer tube then because, well, that wasn't as good as it could have been. But, you know how it is. We're gonna try to jump this way so I don't just get in the lava. Okay. Let us continue and go to the sections that we really need to go to. There's 2 more sections that we've yet to enter. This way will bring us back through the bottom to the other side, which is also full of enemies that aren't nearly as hard as those ones we were just fighting. So, but I do want to see if I can rest here and get a little health back. Hey, we ascended to level 4. It's all suddenly obvious to you. You just have to concentrate. All the energy and time you've wasted, it's a sin. But without the experience you've gained, taking risks, taking responsibility for failure, how could you have understood? I almost read that cleanly. I apologize. Strength will bump up intelligence too. I'm really not too worried about speed. I know I'm wasting those, but... Alright. We gotta be prepared for whatever comes around the corner.
I will bathe in your blood.
I will bathe in your blood. I think not. Trying to shoot where only he can get hit, because I don't want to hit my partner. Well, that's another wasted bolt. That's alright, thank you, Scamp. You are proving to be invaluable on this journey. Any of that worth money? Of course not. This leads to Cells of Hollow Hand, and where does this lead to? Okay, after a brief intermission, we are back, and there's one door down here we could take that we have not yet taken, and then there's only one level left to go, so we'll go ahead and take this door, this one, to the Cells of Hollow Hand. God, he's just dead in the face, just like no emotion at all. He's just like staring blankly into space as he tries to kill me. Yeah. Gah. I want to kill him. I wanted to kill him with like a satisfying grunt, but I couldn't do it. That's fine. Common shirt. It doesn't look like a common shirt. Never seen it before. At least not in this playthrough. Alright, what do we got in here? Gold. Hey, kitty cat. Those will sell. The alcohol always sells well in the Elder Scrolls games. It's something I've come to realize. Okay, I was just repairing some stuff there. Oh, another Dwemer tube. Dance and Fire Chapter 4, which is a long book that I will consider reading in a maybe an offshoot video series, but I will not be reading it right now. So let's make our way back to the central cave and over to the next section. Okay. So we went that way last time, so we could still go in this direction. There's probably going to be some more enemies here. This is a big dungeon. No enemies. Okay. This is just the upper part of where we were earlier when we dealt with the lava bit. So pardon the kitty cat. She's playing in her box tower. Alright, all that's left is to take these rocks up here. If I can. Okay. So there's a piece of paper there, nothing in here. There is a dwarven spear. That is absolutely worth the carry weight. I don't care about these daggers, they give them out like nothing. Alright, now this here is actually going to prove to be somewhat difficult, so hopefully you'll give me some slack if things don't go exactly how I want here. But I have the scamp ready, and I'm actually going to do the bound dagger directly after summoning the scamp. Oof. Okay, alright. Come on. Oh no! I can't do it. Well, I can do this one. And then I could swap to my actual sword. So I have him summoned, and my short blade went up by 7. So that should help a lot.
See what you're made of.
Oh, even with that, he's still hard to kill. Come on. Ah, boy. He looks surprised. Ooh, we had 3 on Ducey's Unhinging. Cure common disease. Oh, he has an extra levitate and a chameleon, and I know we're overweight right now. So I'm gonna get rid of a couple of those useless steel daggers that we absolutely do not need. And over here, what's that? That is a Dwemer puzzle box. So, we got what we came for. Now, we just need to take some of these coins, because they're worth some money. See what's over in this. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Alright. So now that we do have a levitation potion, we're going to go over to this spot over here, which I said we would not be able to do, but hey, he just so happened to be carrying a levitation potion. So we could take that with us and go back down into the watery area and see what's up there. So I will meet you guys when we get there. Alright, I hope nothing spawned back down here, but it's likely that things could have spawned back already, because it is a dangerous... Oh, I already hear some spiders. Don't know where that spider could possibly be, because we've gone everywhere. Maybe... I know there's one up there, but it doesn't see us because it's not on the same level as us. Alright, here we are. We have returned. So what I'm going to do is save and use our levitation potion. And then we'll see, we'll go up a little bit and look out across, and we'll see if we see anything we need to move toward. It's for 30 seconds. Not much time at all, so let's go. Nothing on this bridge. Okay. Anything over here? That's a negative. And anything up top? Come on, we don't have much time. Nothing up here. Oh, there's an enemy. Saw an enemy. And there's a chest here. Wow. Just enough time. Okay. So that enemy can freak right off. Let's untrap this chest. I knew there'd be something up here. A cohere. Well, we went through the trouble to get it. You know, we may as well get it. So let's see what we can drop. That's 5. That's only 2. We need to drop 40 pounds. Or a great idea just came to me. Well, I know we can't levitate back up here, and we can't leave, can't jump down to kill that guy, but we have what we came for. And guess what we did earlier on in the playthrough? We set up a mark at our house. So what we can do is take this cohere, or we can even take the gear if we want to, and we can say bye-bye to this place. Nice. Okay. So we'll keep that gear over here, and we'll set down the cohere just so we can scoot a little bit, because that's going to bug me forever if that's not centered. Good enough. Nice. Looky there. That's really cool. Okay. So we made it back from our adventure, and we got some jewels, we got some cool stuff. That was what felt like a long one. So I think we're gonna call it here. Thanks again for watching as I'm holding a probe to attack with. I'm probing you. How do you feel? Don't tell me about that. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.